Who likes Star Wars?
Who likes Star Wars?
Jazz
Meow, 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 meow.
So you want to go first with your list? We're doing a list of the top 10 Star Wars movies. There's only 10. And what basically...
We're not counting the holiday special or any animated stuff.
What's the live action Star Wars movies? What is your top 10? Starting with the best, the one you like the most, all the way down.
Okay, so number 1 on my list is The Empire Strikes Back. Second one, Star Wars: A New Hope. Number 3, we've got Rogue One. Love that lightsaber scene with Darth Vader. That's that, and then Miss Black Cat herself, Felicia Hardy. What's her name? What's her name in the movie?
Can't remember.
Oh, damn it! Where's the internet now when we need it? Anyway.
And what about the droid?
Felicity Jones?
The droid, possibly.
You're like still not sure. You're like possibly.
K2SO. I really liked that droid.
Yeah,
he was a really cool character.
That's the cat from Serenity, Alan Tudyk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right. Okay,
and so number 4.
Number 4 is Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. It's got some good stuff in there. But
the reconciliation of father and son, I thought was pretty cool, and just seeing Luke get just blasted with a bunch of lightning bolts.
I like all of that. But the thing
that was my favorite part.
The thing that turns me off on that movie is the Ewoks. Like I don't dig that. Yeah, see, your cat agrees with me. Like, I don't dig that very much at all. Like, I feel like that's too soft. That's too childy. A
bunch of teddy bears taking over. Beating out a bunch of stormtroopers.
Yeah, I didn't.
Guns, highly trained military personnel.
I didn't like
with
that.
rocks.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. Their helmets are drums at the end, like that.
It's adorable, but
there's some badass Dark Luke stuff.
Well, I mean, when I was a kid, it seemed reasonable to me.
You're like, of course, teddy bears, am I right?
Yeah.
Like, I
had a teddy bear when
I would
was a
have
kid.
pictured, like, them just blowing those things to just fur everywhere,
Yeah, they would have annihilated them.
Just like a
laser
like
beams
an overwhelming force, you know what I'm saying? Not like 8 dudes on speeders.
Yeah.
But okay, so 5, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, okay.
That one hits the 5 points, the halfway point. And that one... I mean...
So even with all the Ewoks, you still put that one ahead of episode 3?
Yeah, because it's got more Luke Skywalker in it. And Luke Skywalker he's the reason I'm watching this shit. So,
Yeah, I'm a huge Luke fan as well. And great bloodline. Very interesting bloodline that guy has,
Yeah, she agrees. Okay, so number 6. Boop. Number 6... The Force Awakens, because there are elements of that I really, really liked. Like, I really liked Kylo Ren fucking getting pissed off and taking it out on a console. I really liked that. Like, I felt very justified all those times that I lost my shit and maybe put my hand through a window or whatever.
Yeah.
It made me feel justified because sometimes
something you could relate to.
Yeah, man, because sometimes you're just so fucking pissed off that if you had a lightsaber, maybe you would destroy part of your house because you're so goddamn pissed off. You're like, I wanted a fucking door here anyway. But he goes to town, and then right after he loses his shit, he's like, was there anything else? The guard's like, nah, we're good.
I did. As if you have to ask.
Fucking love. There's bits and pieces of that movie.
Anything else you want to tell me right now?
But that character, that was from Force Awakens anyway, that character there's some dynamics that I thought they were badass. Honestly, like, there are visual elements of it that I really liked. Like seeing Kylo Ren, like, freeze a fucking laser bolt blast mid-shot,
that was pretty cool.
And then seeing the Millennium Falcon just, like, do all kinds of shit that you've never seen it do before. That was awesome. And then I like that there's a lot more lightsaber stuff. Like, I'm big into lightsaber action, Like,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know why there isn't more lightsaber stuff. Like, why can't they have another form of that? Like you were saying, Paul Bettany has like a little hand version, right? Like, not a little hand version. It's a little hand. But like
Deadpool, this is my baby hand.
Oh, creepy, yeah. But no, have you anyway? So anyway, Force Awakens, that one's awesome. 7, Episode 1, because of the fight at the end. That's the only reason. That fight.
Oh, with Darth Maul.
Yeah, that
Darth Maul gets cut in half by Obi-Wan.
Yes, that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one goes on for quite a while too.
That's a damn good fight.
Liam Neeson.
Make me like The Last Jedi, because knowing that character and how angry he gets and how quick he is when Luke fucking comes down on him with a lightsaber, and like Kylo Ren's like, holy shit, like he turns it on right above his head. Like that's not something you just accidentally turn on by somebody. Like, oops, sorry, I was turning it on. Like thought it was my flashlight. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you were sleeping and thought it was my flashlight. Big mistake, but yeah, no, it's. I felt like maybe Luke would respond like that, I mean, maybe he saw a threat, and I don't know. I wanted to explore that story, but unfortunately,
somebody destroyed it.
And it's not about like hating on Rian Johnson or Kathleen Kennedy or whatever. It's not about hating on them specifically, or even the actors. There's a lot of hate.
It's not so much hate for me. It's just disappointment.
Yeah.
Like you had a really good story going.
And then what happened?
It just fizzled out.
Yeah.
Like you just totally went back and just destroyed the plot line that you were building on.
But if we're going to talk about terrible stories, I mean, number 9 on my list is Episode 2. Number 8 was Last Jedi. Number 9 is Episode 2. It's a terrible movie. It is garbage. Garbage. It is a garbage movie. I feel like there are no redeeming qualities. Like the way Episode 1 has the fight at the end, I feel like Episode 2 has no redeeming factors that make it like worth popping in.
What?
Every time I watched that at home, I'd say I probably had the commentary on, and I was like cleaning my house.
Oh, not even paying attention.
Yeah, like it was so difficult for me to get into any of that shit. And I tried though. I mean, I saw those movies in theaters. I tried to like them. I convinced myself that they were good for a while.
I think a lot of people are doing that.
And then, like now, once I saw Force Awakens, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. These movies are terrible. This is amazing. Like this is what it could be. And then the story goes a little bit, what? Like you're killing who? Like the 2 deaths that happened in these last 2 movies, it's got everybody in an uproar.
Yeah.
See, even the cats agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Not happy about it.
Mm-mm. And so leading up to my 10th and final one, Solo. Because I haven't seen it yet, and I don't got really an urge to see it. I mean, maybe one day when it's free, but... Okay, so... Now, Chris, would you lay upon us the story of your list? Present.
My list.
Last interruption.
Of, what was the list of again?
The War, Star Trek movies.
The War of Stars.
I've got an interesting list. At least I think the first and foremost best movie that Star Wars produced was Revenge of the Sith. That's my personal opinion. Some people, not so much. But I really liked the fact that, because growing up, the whole Star Wars saga got all wrapped together in that one movie. They tied everything together, Vader's transition.
Into becoming a Vader.
He's being his true self. And
when you love some Vader. Yeah. Wow.
When a man loves the Emperor,
he'll breathe through some kind of apparatus.
And his wife died.
That old thing.
He kills off the Jedi.
So many children
and grown Jedi people.
Is that what you like about it?
And no, it was
just not all he likes.
Well, I also liked the tragedy of it all. It's a great tragedy movie.
So tragic.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what happened. And
Get back here. Oh, he said get back here.
I'm doing this for my wife.
I love her so much.
It's just like in Breaking Bad. I'm doing this for my family. It's like, come on, no, you're not. You're doing it for yourself. After a while, all the bees would just start following him. Like, hey, this guy's going on. You're right. Just follow this guy. Oh, he's going into the lava. We gotta get out of here.
Look at him crawl.
Look, I'm just gonna go back to the hive and smoke some honey, man. Like, let's get out.
For all you honey smokers out there.
This guy's nuts. So
first Star Wars movie, my favorite is Revenge of the Sith. I really liked the whole story. For me, you know, from seeing Star Wars from the very beginning, and I mean 4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, and then when 3 came out, it just put the whole saga together in a really good way, and I like the way that it did it. And
you like children get all.
It was kind of essential to his character, I think. You know,
he's like, it's in the script, kids.
Well, he didn't kill just kids. He killed like.
What was it? Order 66.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Where
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, where all the
we don't have the internet, so we can't look it up.
Where all the stormtroopers, you know, just go and.
One day we'll have the internet and we can look.
They kill all the good people, man. Everything good.
Yeah. Sam Jackson.
Pretty much everybody.
Oh wait, no, he wasn't a good person.
Well, he is a good character. I don't know him personally, but Mace Windu. He was trying Mace Windu was trying to stop the Emperor.
You know who needed a lightsaber? Jimmy Smith.
And
you needed a lightsaber, man.
You know, isn't that the reporter from Superman?
Jimmy Smith. That's Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen, that's right.
He gets shot in the head in fucking Zack Snyder's version. The Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
They're like, who are you again?
Bam.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough. We'll talk about that
another time.
But I really
Revenge of the Sith is your number one.
Yeah.
Overall, that is your favorite. That's your go-to Star Wars. I was about to say Trek. Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it's my number one go-to. I think. Yeah.
Like the way mine is Empire.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Now, number 2 for me is Empire. Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up, but I think Revenge is just a step above. Just a step above, in my opinion. I think
it's all about murder and Jedi.
Well, and it also has that anti-establishment to it. It's got a love story in there. It's got a lot of elements in that movie, and it's got a lot of really good special effects. A lot of lightsaber fights, betrayal, like just so many things that I thought made it a great movie.
One.
Yeah.
Governor.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna hack off your legs.
I was chosen to do this. That's basically
get my legs hacked off, and then you lightsaber him. Lightsaber me, motherfucker!
I dare you. Burn my face. You know, I think that
with lava.
Yeah, burn me with lava. You know, that way I can get even angrier.
But that movie's got that horrible. No.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
No.
And
so number 3.
So number 3 is A New Hope.
Is A New Hope what?
The first Star Wars movie. Star Wars. I really liked the Carrie Fisher.
As a kid, I imagined myself as like Luke Skywalker and like learning to fight. You know, with
Foo Fighter style. Learning to fight again. I can see somebody teaching me.
Run and tell all of the Jedi, I'm coming back for you. I'm gonna wear a robe and look like a ghost.
What's your favorite part of Star Wars? A New Hope.
I think it was when Obi-Wan confronts Vader. I really liked.
He's like, you, and Vader's like, bitch, you cut off my fucking arms and legs, you dickhole.
Basically, yeah. That
for the first time and the last time.
And you could tell that there's a lot of history between those two characters. When
but Vader's like, no.
I can't. And I also liked. I always liked Han Solo's character. Like he's
he's a great.
Yeah, I really.
Everybody loves a smuggler,
Yeah, he was really cool.
It sounds like a country song that I guess I haven't heard yet. Everybody loves a smuggler. I was about to say snuggler.
That's the For Her version.
Snug her.
Now, and then number 4, Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked the culmination of.
Look at all this culmination.
It's everywhere. It's all over these teddy bears.
Look, we're rotten with it.
We're riddled with it. Now, I really liked the Emperor. The dude was fucking scary, man. And and how manipulative he was, how he was playing, a father against the son, and that whole dynamic I thought was really cool. And I'm a big fan of the Death Star and the power of that. And
that's the power of the Death Star.
Getting taken down again. That was really cool to watch.
Getting taken down again. What it does best.
Number 5 is Rogue One.
Right on.
Awesome movie. I really enjoyed that movie. It was a great standalone Star Wars story.
Standalone whole.
Yeah, and it had a certain grittiness to it that was really
as
really
the French
exciting.
say, a certain grittiness.
Yes. Je ne sais grit. And
oui, great.
Oui. Smell my armpits. Now, number 6, Force Awakens. That I really liked where that story was going. I really liked how Rey.
Now it awoke. It wasn't grumpy.
It seemed like Kylo Ren and Rey were just naturals that really hadn't come into their own yet, and
they
figured
were
out
Robert
who they were.
Redfording it up. They were the naturals. We're the naturals.
Oh man, or the
feels so natural. Feels so Robert Redford.
Big naturals.
Hail Hydra. Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra, indeed.
Yeah.
Robert
Redford.
But yeah, I really liked Kylo Ren and Rey's characters, and I thought that I was like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be, and their fights when they fought, they really looked like two
fighters fighting.
Yeah, well, two polar opposites that I think either one could have beat the other one. They were well matched. My number 7 is Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. One of the worst movies ever made, ever, in the history of film.
Again, somebody's opinion. My opinion is it was a cool movie. I liked watching how the Empire basically got its force together and started the war. Get your
force together.
Yeah, and like tensions rise. It's like almost watching the Cold War right before.
Is that one with space opera where they're looking at jellyfish or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, Anakin, look at the bubbles. I can bring people back from the dead if you touch me."
Well, I don't know what movie you saw.
Probably Attack of the Clones. That movie's horrible. It's garbage.
Well, and then there was the Phantom Menace, and again.
Oh, so that's your number 8.
Yeah, that's number 8.
Okay, number 8.
I wasn't really.
I dug that lightsaber fight, man. That's all that saved it for me.
Yeah, it was a good lightsaber fight.
It was a good lightsaber fight.
And
from a young age, that lightsaber fight,
And what's guy who plays Qui-Gon Jinn?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, thank you.
Hollywood Babylon's world famous Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah, he's he did a good. There's a lot of good acting in that movie.
He's like, what midichlorians are if you let me touch you, Anakin. Because it's
but when you have an adult that you trust when you're at a young
age, that's exactly who you should question.
Well, you don't. Well, you just didn't trust.
I don't. Yeah, I have very strong trust issues, but aside from that, I just feel like he got suckered. There was no proof that would make him want to cross over. Like, he seemed like such a dedicated Jedi to good. And then when it became...
He had a lot of... He questioned a lot of what the council
Yeah, that's
did
the thing. And then he
beginning.
questioned the council, and then why wouldn't he question... I mean, the dude made him kill Dooku.
Because he's
kill him, and cut his head off with 2 lightsabers, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's basically when somebody, when somebody tells you exactly what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And you don't even think about asking for proof. You're like, dude, that makes so much sense. This is what I'm going with.
This is also my perspective over the years, though. Like, I've rewatched it, and it was upon, like, rewatching it again, recently, that it's like...
Yeah, he got played.
Yeah, like, well, I know he's always been played, but I feel like he himself didn't do himself justice by, like, demanding it for his own peace of mind. Like, he seemed like he always wanted to follow, and I guess that's kind of the Jedi way to an extent, but if he questioned, Qui-Gon, and if he questioned Obi-Wan, why not question Palpatine? Why not doubt everyone and then truly go rogue? And I
don't know, man.
That's the Vader story I want. Like, I want the Vader that's like, fuck you, show me. Like, that's my Vader because he's so powerful.
Is he a Chicago gangster now?
That'd be awesome. He's got a Tommy gun, badass suit, and he's just like, fuck you, show me, get out of here, you filthy animal. Yeah.
No, Home
Alone style.
I was. Keep the change. Now, well, for me, number 9 was a Solo, the most recent one. That one.
I'd like to go on record and switch my 9 and 10 as well.
It's in
for a movie I haven't seen. It's better than Attack of the Clones.
That's your opinion, and you're entitled to.
No, this is your list, sir. Solo number 9. Solo number 9. The 9th Solo movie. You're on board for that, right?
No, I am
You're
not.
like, it got great. They brought in Boba Fett. You could see his wiener.
I don't even want the second one, honestly. I mean, there was a couple of cool action scenes in the movie. I thought there were certain good actors in the movie, but I didn't think it was all that great. I wasn't impressed. Number 10 was The Last Jedi, and as I do like Luke Skywalker, I don't like what they did with his character at all in that movie. I don't know why. I don't know why at the beginning he was drinking green sea cow titty milk. That was just gross. That was gross to the point it was like creepy weird. Like this is a family movie, and he's standing there just like has like a like those squeeze bottles that they have for like pro athletes, and he's just squeezing this green nastiness into his mouth, looking Ray in the eye, like all angry and everything. Like, what am I watching? This is like disgusting. And
agree with you, by the way, 100%.
Yeah, and
agree with you 100%.
And the whole time,
the worst image.
They
hey, here's your hero. Look what he drinks.
Because at the end of the last, yeah, come on, man. I've been a Luke fan for a long time.
Watch your hero satisfy this bum. It's like, no, he's my hero.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, like, why am I watching this?
Why is he in some
and then
kind of weird
the animal like turns and
now?
looks it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was really creepy.
It was
that was the creepiest.
Poor form.
Yeah, the creepiest Star Wars scene ever, and I was embarrassed to be watching it.
And you were watching it with your mother. You were like, "Mother, I'm so sorry. Father, forgive me." And then your parents just got up and left in different directions. They were like, "We abandoned our child."
Yeah, I can't believe you brought me to see this movie. I am done right here, right now.
You're done professionally as a family.
No, I really that was disappointing. The main thing was that they set it up, to...
You knock them down.
For Rey to get trained by Luke Skywalker.
Oh, man.
And they just made Luke, like whine the whole time. And I didn't like that, man.
How about that over-the-shoulder, just hawking that fucking lightsaber? Just like...
No, that's not on the...
That
was messed up. I did not like that at all. I didn't like the way that they killed Darth Sidious. Or what was it? Was that his name? Or the bad guy, with the weird shapen head, like the one that Kylo Ren kills. The only decent thing about that movie.
Oh yeah.
The only decent thing about that movie was the lightsaber fight when Kylo Ren and Rey go back to back and fight all those
and the guards.
That was
a badass.
When they went back to back, I was like, all right, this is what I've been waiting for.
Blank Man style, Batman and Robin style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was really cool to watch. But the whole casino bit, that whole side plot was a waste. It was a total waste because it was all for naught. The guy ended up betraying him anyway, and they spent I don't know how much time and going off to that other planet and coming back, and the whole time while that's going on, it's like they have the rebel fleet and the bad all these Star Destroyers. The Empire is like throwing rocks at them from a distance for like an hour and a half, and like you're telling me that a broken down rebel fleet couldn't get overtaken by these elite
that very much bothered me.
Fleet. And
but that scene when
Laura Dern
fucks that ship up. Now, I don't care if it doesn't work.
It looked
it
looked really cool,
or whatever. Like it looked amazing. The theater, we saw it together. The theater was dead silent. I think all I did was say, I was like, oh fuck, that's awesome. But I like whispered it loudly as I do. This is my whisper voice. By the way.
It was great. That part was great, but
the theater was
the movie
silent.
The movie as a whole was a total disappointment. Total disappointment. I can't say it any better than that.
Look at my shirt.
If you had like a crossover, where the Star Trek
Starsky and Hutch,
or like the board,
Star Wars and Starsky and Hutch.
Oh my god!
Everything you've ever wanted, and Snoop Dogg's back.
Oh, Star Wars with pimp suits, really?
Why not? You got Lando.
Why? That's not a pimp suit. That's like a cape.
That's like it is a cape. There ain't no like about it.
It's like a Dracula cape.
Sir, it's like one of those like. What's his name? Billy Batson. Shazam. Shazam wears like a half cape. It's like when a man wears a half shirt. What are you fucking doing? Like,
just get yourself a whole shirt.
Get yourself a fucking shirt,
or like a fucking cape. This is my fucking cape.